Hello and welcome back to This Week in Biotech by Biotech Blueprint. Today I'm covering biotech and pharma news from November 14th to 20th, 2025, and it is edition number 79 on Substack. So the biggest story this week came out of the CDC yesterday on Thursday. The agency quietly rewrote its autism and vaccines webpage, saying the claim vaccines do not cause autism is not evidence-based and that studies haven't ruled out a link between autism and vaccines. This language mirrors the long-standing talking points of HHS Secretary RFK Jr., and it directly contradicts dozens of studies, at least over 40, involving more than 5.5 million children, all showing no association between childhood vaccines and autism. Career CDC scientists were blindsided. Former immunization chief, Mr. Daskalakis, called the update a national embarrassment and a public health emergency. And a small but telling detail, the only reason the header vaccines do not cause autism stayed on the page was because of a political compromise with Senate Help Committee Chair Bill Cassidy. So for the first time in modern US public health, politics is visibly shaping vaccine safety messaging. I'm personally deeply worried about this. I have a deep dive on this coming out soon. I have been working on a report about vaccine hesitancy, and the data is definitely concerning, especially now as we are experiencing measles national outbreak. This is a major credibility earthquake for the CDC, and I already see a lot of questions and a lot of fear going on social media. Several agencies that I've seen on various social media outlets have put out statements that they disagree with this and that childhood vaccination is extremely important. Next, I think, is very important finding regarding mRNA flu shots. Pfizer's mRNA flu shot has the clearest win yet. It delivered one of the strongest proof points to date that mRNA can outperform traditional flu shots. In the phase 3 study of 18,000 adults, the mRNA shot got flu-like illness by 34.5% versus Sanofi Fluzone and dominated on influenza A strains. Side effects were higher, more arm pain and fatigue, but well within expectations for a stronger immune response. Moderna already reported a similar win earlier this year. So the science is progressing, but the politics are somewhat going backwards again. Under RFK Jr., the HHS has slashed mRNA vaccine funding, especially for infectious diseases. They blocked several approvals and are signaling regulatory resistance. So we're in a moment where this mRNA flu vaccine may be scientifically ready, but politically stalled in the US. We also got this week one of the largest diagnostic deals in years. Abbott is buying Exact Sciences for $105 per share, valuing the company at $21 billion or $23 billion, including debt. This deal gives Abbott Cologuard, Oncotype DX, and an emerging liquid biopsy pipeline. This matters because it's a major expansion into the $60 billion US cancer screening market. Abbott instantly becomes a heavyweight in early detection, and the deal will reshape competitive dynamics in colorectal cancer, breast oncology, and minimal residual disease testing. Another major acquisition this week is Merck and Cidara. So Merck's buying Cidara Therapeutics for $9.2 billion US, picking up CD388, which is a long-acting antiviral designed to give season-long flu protection with a single dose. It's not a vaccine, it's a strain-agnostic antiviral that works regardless of immune status. Early data showed up to 96% protection, and the drug already has breakthrough therapy status from the FDA. This could be a multi-billion-dollar opportunity, and it's part of Merck's broader strategy to expand beyond oncology as Keytruda approaches patent cliffs. This week, Amgen secured full FDA approval for Imdelltra, which is a genuinely important moment in small cell lung cancer. The phase 3 trial showed 40% reduction in the risk of death. Median overall survival was 13.6 months versus 8.3 months on chemo. And it's the first global phase 3 to ever show a survival advantage in post-platinum SCLC. And lastly, Genentech delivered a landmark win in early breast cancer with giredestrant. It became the first oral selective estrogen receptor degrader, or SERD, to significantly improve invasive disease-free survival in the adjuvant setting. This is a milestone no SERD has hit before. Combined with the positive metastatic data earlier this year, the drug now looks like a new endocrine blocker across early and metastatic ER-positive breast cancer. Roche popped on the news, and Olema, which has a competing SERD, doubled in value. And this is one of the most meaningful early-stage breast cancer update in years. So this is it for this week. There's a lot of policy earthquakes and platform breakthroughs, major M&As. And as I said, I'm preparing a deep dive on vaccine hesitancy and also what does the CDC vaccine story mean in general for biotech and public health. I have a full write-up coming up soon, hopefully. And just a reminder, next week I won't be here because of the holidays in the United States. Thanksgiving is next week, and so I'm skipping the November 28th edition, but I'll be back the following week. Happy holidays.